Yo, what's going on everyone? Jake here, and welcome to Jake's Mocks. And today we're kicking off the 1990 F1 or Formula 1 season as we go racing on the fantastic Melbourne Street Circuit. This is the Australian Grand Prix, and today we're bringing you qualifying and the race from Australia. And without further ado, let's get into this stuff. Just posting the links in a few servers. I am trying it with sound on today, but if it's too loud, please let me know in the old comments. Welcome Seb. We're racing at Aussie Land. We are. Fitzy has had a last minute driver entry as Brad Lewis from New Zealand. He's in the Dallara now in place of what would have been Tommy Foster's seat, but that was my driver. I decided to move him out, give Fitzy a run. So yeah, welcome everyone. If it's too loud in the I'm just going to turn Discord off so notifications don't come through. If it's too loud in the background, please do let me know, and I can adjust that. But yeah, I love this game. Grand Prix 4, man. It is probably the best F1 sim ever made, I would say. And it is the 1991 season. We're going from Melbourne, and yeah, hopefully we can hear the beautiful sound of these V12s. It's fantastic. The old cars sound so good, don't they? We're just going to wait for a few more people to join into the stream. If we don't, we'll just give it 2 minutes or so. And if we don't, then that's fine. But welcome Seb, and welcome everyone else who decides to join the old stream. We'll give it a minute, one more minute, and then we'll get into it. Yeah, this should be really fun. It's such a good simulator, this. It really is underrated, and yeah, I'll give it till 9:06 here. It is in the UK. Oi, oi, yay! Welcome Bulin, welcome Jake Wolf, or whatever you're. Oh, am I supposed to go? I'll call you Bulin still. Welcome. And yeah, it's 9 in here in the UK, and we're going to give it one more minute before we get into qualifying. Should be very much fun. Oh yeah, Bulin, can you give me a nationality for Martin Lecture? He's one of your drivers. He's currently racing in the Leighton House car. And I just needed nationalities for all the drivers. If you could, that would be awesome. Just got him and Kepler to go for nationalities now. Right, we've reached the old 6 past. Without further ado, let's get into qualify. Best of luck to everyone competing in the 1990 season. This is going to be awesome. Let's go for it. So, of course, we're going to get into... Oh, yeah, it's Eli Bright, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Eli, to the stream. And welcome, Nathan Norman, too. This is it, boys. The F1 season about to get underway from Australia. Without further ado, let's get into practice. If it is too loud, please let me know, and I can adjust it. And let's get into the old qualifying. Yeah, I just need the nationality. Bradley I've already put down as American. I hope he's American. That's what I put down. It's just for later on in the series. Just for a bit of context. Just so I know where they come from. Yeah, I know Lecture's in the 16. I just need his nationality. If you can think of one off the spot, that's fine. But yeah, we've got, I believe, 22 drivers all battling out for this title this year. It says the 1991 mod. That's because the 1990 mod didn't work. Yeah, qualifying, let's go. Ignore this up here. If any like pictures pop up, then just ignore them. Those I can't edit. What I can edit though is the TV graphics. And you can see in the top right corner, or wasn't the top right corner, was the names. You'll find out in a second. Yeah, we need Fitzy in the chat. And Lecture is American too. Awesome, thank you. So who's going to be the first out of pit lane to hit the grid? in this F1 season. Here we have the Jordan Garage, Bart Horston and Tyler Bradley racing there. Next up, Minardi's. And the first driver out this season is Zane Maloney, the guy hailing from Barbados, currently driving for the Benetton Ford, is out and he's on his warm-up. Look at those graphics. Oh, they're awesome. If it's too loud, let us know. And if it isn't, then that's fine. But Maloney is the first out on track for this season in the Benetton. This team could be looking to go for the best of the rest, maybe. Next season, or this season even. They've shown good pace before. They've just haven't even... they have barely got towards that kind of top championship winning band or race winning, but they've definitely got a solid car, and the best of the rest, probably the aim for this Benetton team. Up next, Martin Lecture for Leighton House Ford. These guys again running in the mid-pack. He is out on his warm-up lap, as well as Clarkson. Michael Clarkson there running in the other car. Joe Turney for the Dallara Judd. Again, most of these guys just racing in the midfield. They probably aren't going to be competitive for wins this season. But Joe Turney, the Brit, running in that Dallara, is there. Then this is the first competitive car we're seeing. Greg Torres, the Puerto Rican in the Ferrari. You know, looking at the top 3 teams this year, Ferrari are going to be up there. Williams and McLaren probably just a step above Ferrari, but Ferrari can compete for wins. It's just whether they can put that consistency together. 28 Torres is out on the track. There's Danny Bright racing in the Lotus. This team definitely is going to struggle this year. Lotus haven't brought their best package during pre-season testing. Again, they're probably going to make up the back of the grid this year. They've got a lot of work to put in to this car to make it anywhat near competitive, really, for this year. Next up, now this is a bit of a breaking story. Brad Lewis, the New Zealander, recently came in. It was supposed to be Tommy Foster driving this car, another Brit, but Dallara gave the Lewis a call last minute, and he has been put in this seat very last minute indeed. Can Lewis perform here? His nearest race probably for him on the calendar. Up next, Nathan Ormond. Now this is a huge favourite for this year's title. The McLaren Honda, forever a fast car on the grid, and Ormond has a fantastic shot at winning this year's title along with some other drivers. Jeremy Palin driving again another very quick race car. That's the Williams, I believe the Williams Renault team. Iconic blue and white paint scheme on that car, and Jeremy Palin potentially could compete for the title next season. We've gone through the rest of the drivers here. The Minardi. Zane Maloney here, though, is going to come over the line for lap number 1. Where is he going to place? He's the first driver to set a time this season out on the racetrack. 15 minutes qualifying is. That's the shortest amount I could do. So a 15-minute quali session, and then we're going to be racing. Zane Maloney, of course, goes first. Martin Lecture, where is he going to position on the grid? Can only go second. Clarkson goes second now. Here comes Joe Turney in the Dallara Judd. He's way off the time and off the pace here. What can Greg Torres do? First, a good lap time from Greg. Goes over 3 bits quicker. I don't know how much it is. Here comes Nathan Ormond. He's not going to beat Torres this time. Can only put his car third. Lewis, and now Jeremy Palin, however, does go fastest. So Jeremy Palin sets the fastest time currently in the Williams. Channel Sheen up next. Where is he going to position his car on this first stint? Only 5th. Bradley goes 4th. Jakob Kepler now goes 4th. And Mariano Martinez is going to be the last to cycle through here. He's going to finish 6th. So the current standings is as follows. So Jeremy Palin with the fastest time in that Williams. So fast, just slightly quicker than Greg Torres in 2nd. Zane Maloney posts 3rd with Jakob Kepler in 4th. Tyler Bradley in 5th. It's a 6th for Mariano Martinez. Nathan Ormond gets held up there, I believe, by a lap car of Danny Bright. So it's unfortunate for him, but he will get another run up there. Only for 7th right now. Channel Sheen. I think a Shin or Sheen. I'm going to say Sheen. currently positions 8th, then we have the rest of the grid. Clarkson 9th, Lecture is in 10th, Horston in 11th, Bart Horston, the Aussie, at his home race. Brad Lewis in 12th, Danny Bright currently places 13th, and Joe Turney is in 14th. So still quite a few drivers to hit the track yet. Those are the first lot out to set their lap times, and they should all get out for another lap, you'd think, around the circuit. Can you hear the engines, guys? Just let me know. If you can't, then I will turn it up. But yeah, it's a good start. We've still got quite a few drivers to hit the track yet. Most notably, Kushida. It's the other way. I don't get that, Seb. Sorry. What is it? Kushida, the Japanese driver, coming out in his McLaren. Again, going to be very strong. Bart Holston gets pushed back into his pit stall. He's definitely going to be a contender to face. Who else here could definitely be a... Oh, there's a contact in the pit lane there between Tyler Bradley and Chanel Sheen. Or Sheen Chanel, I don't know. Oh, we can hear the engines. Cool. So you can hear the engines. I might need to turn it down. Cool. Rob Hayes is the other driver that could potentially be a threat to the front runners. He is also driving in the Williams, which has been very fast so far, as Jeremy Palin has proved. I hope you're not deaf, Berlin. I hope you're not. But yeah, we're going to see the next drivers come out. It's currently 7 minutes remaining, so only... Oh, it's slow, but I can hear it. Cool. And here comes Cynthia Bright then, the next Lotus to come out onto the track. And of course, both the Brights have both been picked up by Lotus this year. They think that they're the right two drivers to lead them forward. What can Cynthia do? And what's the relation between Cynthia and Danny, Eli? There can be crashes. There can also be mechanical failures too. I say mechanical failures are more common than crashes. You'll see a lot of spins from time to time, definitely. But the damage model is a bit broken. Whereas it is in place, but it takes a lot to break a bit off the car. So I'd say mechanical problems are probably more common and spins are more common. Actual crashes, again, unsure on that. It'll be unlikely, I'll say that. Cynthia Bright though, yeah. Can she beat her relative? It's going to be good competition to see which of the Brights shows the pace this year. The better pace in the Lotus. Good battle for them at the back of the field. Here's Kento Kushida in the other McLaren Honda. Can he do better than his teammate Nathan Ormond? Of course, Ormond was held up by that lap traffic, so again, it's not really fair on Ormond to judge him off that one time. He will hopefully have another shot to improve on that as you get towards the end of this brother-in-law. Cheers. Roberto Faria up in the Brabham. Up next, Danny Bright's already back out on track trying to improve his time, so fair play to him. Roberto Faria, this is the first we've seen of the Brabham Yamaha car this season. They'll probably be towards the rear of the field, but they might flurry into the mid-pack depending on what sort of package they bring to the racetrack this season. Danny Bright is out again. Here's Alex Aldamanipa, the Russian, again racing for Brabham in the other car. That is the 8. Here is the guy though that definitely could offer the most danger of what we've seen so far. Williams have been the quickest here at Australia, and Rob Hayes, the American, can definitely put threat to that pole position. We're going to go on board with him with a lap right now. See, he's going to be here through sector number 1 and diving into turn. Now this turn is probably the most tricky on the circuit. There's been a lot of offs here in recent years, so look out for that when they come to the start line in a few minutes. But here comes Rob Hayes. Is he going to be quicker than Palin through sector 1? He is. He's miles quicker. Half a second quicker than his teammate. Fantastic run this is currently from Rob Hayes. If he can continue it, he will be probably at the top of the leaderboard. Ormond goes over the line. Not really quick enough. Again, cannot improve. Cynthia Bright is up next. Oh, yeah, the game's fantastic. It really is a good game, and I like it a lot. Cynthia Bright, where can she position? 12th on the grid, 2 seconds slower than the rest of the field. Kushida is up next. Where is he going to position himself? In the McLaren, across the line. Kento Kushida goes fastest. Half a second quicker than Jeremy Palin. Roberto Faria up next. Can't do anything. Goes 12th. Danny Bright. Can he improve on his time? He can, but he's only going to go 17th. Here comes Rob Hayes. Can he break Kushida's lap time? Through it. It's into the 33s. It's a stunning lap time from Rob Hayes, and he is now on pole position. Isaac Law, what can he do in the Tyrrell? 8th. That's a good run for that team. Zane Maloney up next. Can he improve? He goes to 5th. Fantastic run. Brad Lewis is next in the Dallara. Where can he go? 14th only for him. Greg Torres next across the line. He's not going to get anywhere close to Hayes' time and does not improve on his first lap. German Mayer in 19th, not a good time. Cracking run from Tsuji Moto. Wow, fantastic. Look at the Benetton team. Absolutely smashing it. Here comes Nathan Ormond. He can go and he goes second. But what a lap from Tsuji Moto, the Japanese driver with 3 minutes left in this session. And remember, Benetton are not the strongest team on the grid. They are probably the best of the rest, but that's a hell of a run from Tsuji Moto there. Taro, as he's known in the grid. What a run. And as we run through that second kind of period of lap times, Rob Hayes is fastest. Nathan Ormond currently in second. Kushida in third. 4th for Tsuji Moto. 5th for Palin. 6th is Torres. 7th for Maloney. 8th is Kepler. And up next on the next page, Mariano Martinez in 9th. 10th is Tyler Bradley. 11th for Isaac Law. 12th for Chanel Sheen. Michael Clarkson in 13th. Martin Lecture in 14th. And we've got Brad Lewis 15th. Aldo Manipa in 16th. On the next page, Roberto Faria with Bart Horston. Cynthia Bright with a good run in 19th. Mayer struggling in 20th. And Danny Bright in 21st. And Joe Turney currently 7 seconds off the pace. Hey Cloud, how you doing? Palin was quick for a minute. He was. Yeah, the standings are as follows. There's your top 8. Hayes currently on top. In the Williams. The Williams been the fastest car, I think you could say, on the grid so far. People agree with me on that. So is anyone else going to get a lap time out? With only 1 minute 40 left, this could be your starting grid for tomorrow potentially here. So take a good look at where you are starting. Rob Hayes might have got the pole position here with an absolute flyer of a lap. Superb lap it was. Look how quicker he is than the rest of the field. Poor Joe Turney is 7 seconds off the pace in his Dallara. Not showing good pace at all there. And yeah, it really is. Okay, interesting. Is any of these guys can get on track? Because they're not going to have enough time to put another lap in. So I believe this is what your grid's going to be looking for tomorrow. Hayes is going to start on the front row, but Nathan Ormond in second could definitely put threat to that lead. Third is Kushida in the other McLaren. There's a few cars coming out now. They're not going to have enough time. Palin is the first out. He's not going to have enough time to put in a lap, I don't think. If he doesn't, impressive, but I think it's over for Palin. How about Tsuji Moto on 4th? What a run in the Benetton. Fantastic lap for him to put in 4th. Palin is in 5th in the other Williams. Then we've got 6th for Greg Torres. 7th is Zane Maloney in the other Benetton. And 8th for Jakob Kepler. So the Ferraris doing alright, but they would like to be in that top 4 band, you'd think. Would the graphics change? Yep, they would. So like the some of them are a bit stuck, like only one of them. So 2009 mod will have 2009 graphics. 2017 mod will have 2017 graphics. So yeah, you're right, Eli. That's what's so good about the game. Flying to Arizona, oh nice. That's what's so good about this game. With each year in the mod, the graphics update each year, and it is fantastic. Next up, the rest really, the best 8. Mariano Martinez in the Minardi. Tyler Bradley in 10th. Good run for him in the Jordan. Again, the top 8 kind of, the top top two teams, probably Williams and McLaren. Then you're looking at how many time we've got there. Session is over. This will be it then. So congrats to Rob Hayes for getting the inaugural pole of Jake Mock and the 1990 season. The first pole position is going to go to Rob Hayes. Ferrari and Benetton are probably next. They're probably fighting around that same kind of spot. And the rest are fighting for the best of the rest title. But there you go. That's what your grid looks like for tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow in game time, not in real life. Like, we will get to the race tonight in just a second. So the drivers are going to make their way back into the pit lane. And here we go then. See the full session times right here. What a run from Rob Hayes. And we scroll down the rest of the standings. Joe Turney had a shocker. That was an awesome qualifying session. This game is awesome. It's just awesome. What a game. We can continue though. And without further ado, how many years are you going to do this? As many as I can, really. As long as you guys can stick with it, as long as you stick with it, then this series is going to continue, and I'll continue it as long as I can. That's my intention, just go as long as we can. Qualifying is over then, let's get into the race. I don't know how many laps it is, it's 20% distance, but we'll find out soon. And here we go. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. The 1990 season starts here. I know we're using the 1991 mod, but let's not focus on that because the 1990 mod didn't work. This is the start of the season. 12 laps around Melbourne to decide the winner of round 1 of 15. Rob Hayes on the pole after a fantastic lap in qualifying. Second for Orman. Then we have Kenta Kishida, Taro Tsujimoto, Jeremy Palin, Greg Torres, then Zane Maloney. I'll be sticking to this series. Cool, Orman. Thank you very much. Kepler, then we have Martinez, Bradley. If you want to take a look at what your cars look like, this is probably the best way to do it. Law, Sheen, Clarkson, Lecture, Brad Lewis, Alex Aldemanipa, Roberto Faria, Bart Horston, Cynthia Bright, German Mayer, Danny Bright and Joe Turney round off the rest of the field. 12 laps it is. And without further ado, let's get into it. It's going to be crazy. Best of luck to all the drivers. And the chance of rain is 100%. It looks like it's going to be raining here, I believe, in the first race of the season. We've got rain. Oh, this can make it interesting. Here we go then. We're going to get straight into it. It's going to be rain. I think it's going to be raining if it looks by that. It is changeable. It changes for a Red Cup driver appearance in this. Yeah? Okay, like, right, it is raining. But here we go. First round of the season. The lights are building up. 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Rob Hayes doesn't get off the line well. It's a fantastic start from Ormond. They are slow off the line. It is lagging a little bit. But off the line as they go in towards turn number 1. They are going a bit slower due to the rain. It is lagging a lot. I will say that. Into turn 1. Nathan Ormond is off into first. It didn't lag like this when we did it. Sorry, boys. And down into the turn 1. Fantastic start from Tahiro to Tsujimoto. Into second in the Benetton. As they roll down into the turn, it is Nathan Ormond going extremely slow and cautious. Tsujimoto in second. Hayes in third. Palin fourth. Kepler is in fifth. It's sixth for Kishida. Not the best to start. Torres in 7th. Tyler Bradley up to 8th. And they have all safely got through the first couple of turns. But fantastic start from Nathan Ormond. Tsujimoto is going into second. Right now, third for Rob Hayes. Fourth for Jeremy Palin. What a start from Taro to Tsujimoto in the Benetton. How about that? This guy is defying the odds in race 1 here. Either the rain particles or the fact that I'm streaming and watching the race at the same time. I think that's probably the main part. Danny Bright currently in last position, but Nathan Ormond now picks up the pace. Into the turn he will go. Sujimoto in second. Third is Rob Hayes. Fourth, Jeremy Palin. Fifth is Jakob Kepler. Good start for him. Sixth is Kenta Kushida. Then we have Greg Torres. Tyler Bradley in eighth. Remember, because it's 1990, only the top 6 score points. Oh, a big move up ahead. Jeremy Palin is through on Rob Hayes. He overtakes his teammate. Now here comes Jakob Kepler trying to get 4th position. He has to block from Kenta Kushida. But Ormond leads. Tsujimoto is not going away from him. Jeremy Palin into the final podium position. Then we have Hayes, Kepler and Kushida in 6th. 7th is Greg Torres, currently keeping tabs with Tyler Bradley in 8th position. But currently our last points spot is going to Kenta Kushida in the 2. Fastest lap from Tsujimoto in the Benetton. What a run. Kepler goes defensive. Yeah, I know, it's not like these days. It's proper points. We're only top 6. Ormond then will go into this turn. How about a run from Tsujimoto? Fantastic run so far. Oh, back here. Here goes Kenta Kushida with a move on Jakob Kepler for 5th position. Into the turn. Can he complete it? He will. Up into 5th goes Kenta Kushida. Can teammate Greg Torres? Can he take advantage and go into 6th? He can't for now. Mario Martinez up into 8th. But the front 2 are long gone. With Ormond way out in the lead, but Tsujimoto trying to keep tabs. However, he probably won't be able to do that. His long run pace in that Benetton might not be as good. Palin in 3rd. Hayes has dropped back all the way into 4th now. Kenta Kushida putting pressure on the inside lane. What can he do? Cannot find the move this time by. And Kushida will remain in 5th. So the final points position currently goes to Jakob Kepler. Oh, and Kushida there under big pressure. Here comes Kepler for 5th. These two having a nice little scrap. I don't know, Kushida very slow through the turn. Again, I don't know if that's because of the game or the fact that or the fact that my computer's lagging, but we'll find out. Tsujimoto in 2nd. Palin is clearing at 3rd. So the top 3 kind of clear. Hayes has now cleared into 4th, and the position. Just another dramatic British commentator. Thank you. Currently in position, hotting up, is for 5th position between Kushida and Kepler. I can't edit the pictures, by the way, guys. That's the only thing I cannot edit. Tsujimoto again puts in another fastest lap. It's an incredible time from the Japanese driver. See the standings here. This is where the main battle is happening. Can Kepler get past the McLaren? Can Tsujimoto pull off a big upset in race number 1? But yeah, I love how it looks like a broadcast as well. That's one of my favourite parts and areas of this game. Again, it's just all kind of standstill for the moment, trying to find a way through. Big battle here between Chanel Sheen, Joe Turney, Brad Lewis, who's done well. Turney started in 22nd. He's already up to 15th. That's a hell of a run from the 21 Dallara. Judd Carr, Bart Horston back here. German Mayer run out of the back of the field. Unfortunately, it's the 2 Lotuses of Cynthia and Danny Bright. Tsujimoto is not letting the one of Nathan Ormond get away, and this is a very tight battle at the front. We've still got 10 laps remaining, so still a very long time to go here in this race. If you want to grab some popcorn or a drink or a snack, feel free to. But these front 2 are quite tightly bunched, and it's a fantastic run so far from Tsujimoto. And he's going to go for the lead on the inside to Tsujimoto. Huge move to the inside on the Benetton. What a run this is from the Japanese driver. Huge underdog coming into this weekend, and he is impressing and showing up everyone on the track here in his Benetton Ford. But can Ormond now find something back at him and get back past him? What a run from Tsuji Moto. This is fantastic stuff here. Palin currently runs off third, then Hayes. Kushida clear for fifth, and then we got a bit of a line back to Kepler, Torres, Martinez, Maloney and Bradley. Taro to Sugimoto in a Benetton, of all cars, could pull off a fantastic win here for this team. What a start beat. Oh, and there's a caution, there's a car off, and it's Danny Bright and Alex Aldemanipa who've gone off, both the Brights. And Aldemanipa is off here. We're going to take a quick replay at that and what happened here. Aldemanipa is off. And then we can see coming through the turn here, he's trying to go for an overtake on German Mayer. It was Cynthia Bright who went to the inside, and there was contact there. Around goes Aldemanipa. Bright and both the Brights come together, and Aldemanipa sent to the back of the field, and the two Lotuses slowed down even more than they were before. So there's the first spin off. Aldemanipa goes around with Cynthia Bright. Sugimoto leads this race though. Ormond has a 2-second gap to make up in the McLaren. Can he do it? Oh no, it's not even that. I read that wrong. Has just under a second to make up. Can he do it in the McLaren and overtake the underdog? It's like watching Denny Hamlin and Dibby at the same time, just in F1. Palin is in third. Both the Williams have got away fairly smoothly and nicely as of now, and they're doing a nice job. Sheeda closed and is out in fifth. Then both the Ferraris run sixth and seventh. Martinez under pressure from the other Benetton, this time of Zane Maloney, who came close there to stealing that one away. And through the rest of the field, here we see, oh, has Joe Turney gone off? Joe Turney was doing well. He's up into 15th, and now he is in 19th. That's alright, Derek. Don't worry, man. You've joined us just in the race. We've got 9 laps remaining still. Your driver spun out. Cynthia Bright might have got into you a bit. Aldemanipa's currently running last because Cynthia had a bit of contact with him. But the big story of the day so far is a Japanese driver, Taro Tsujimoto, who has defied everything to be in first place in his Benetton Ford. Absolutely outstanding performance. He sets another fastest lap. This is fantastic. Out of all cars you could have picked to win the opening race of the weekend, very few would have said the Benetton of Tsujimoto. His driver is Aldemanipa Bulin. Ormond is in second. Then Palin in third. Hayes fourth. Kushida, Kepler and Torres still good gap. Zane Maloney is now through into 8th. Bradley 9th. Where has Mariano Martinez has now spun out? Another spin into turn 1. This time it's the Minardi. Let's take a quick little replay of that one. I believe the Minardi did spin out here. He got overtaken already here and was under pressure from Isaac Law. Bit of a bump there from Isaac in the Tyrrell, and off goes Martinez, just off into the gravel. It's nothing major. He should be able to continue on, but yeah, he is off. Cabal here between Chanel Sheen, Brad Lewis and Bart Horston. All three of them in the Dallara, the Minardi and the Jordan, having a nice little battle right here. As they're going to go into this turn again. They stay single file for now. Joe Turney up the inside of Roberto Faria. Gets the move done. This is Grand Prix 4, Derek. Fantastic game. It really is the best F1 sim out there. Aldemanipa has now passed Danny Bright and is gaining position back. But Tsujimoto has shown everyone up here. Ormond runs in second. Can he hold on for that? Or is Jeremy Palin going to catch him potentially and get into third? And all that, it's not Mansell. AstroTurf, not gravel. I don't know, it might be green gravel, I think. if I remember rightly from previous Australias, but it might be, or it could be grass. It's one of the two, one of the three even. But it's all tight. It's all kind of calmed down since the Sugimoto made his way up towards the front. The top 7 are clear. The top 8 are clear. Zane Maloney and the other Benetton doing a nice stellar job right now and running in 8th. 9th for Bradley. 10th is Isaac Law. Then we have Michael Clarkson, Martin Lecture, Mariano Martinez, Brad Lewis, Chanel Sheen, Bart Horston. And German Mayer there looking up the inside in the Tyrrell. Bold move from him. Joe Turney's up next. Let's watch this battle because these guys are quite tightly bunched here. You could see a very interesting battle here between these guys. Mayer is sexy. Manson moustache is the best facial hair. And look at this, Roberto Faria on the inside of Joe Turney into the penultimate turn there. Look at the young Martin Brundle. But he cannot get the move completed and Turney will keep his 18th position for now. Remember, the top 6 only score points. Roberto Faria, can he get past him this time? In the rain, it is chucking it down here at Australia. Sugimoto, 1.5 second lead now with 7 laps remaining. So still quite a while to go yet. Oh, there's contact! Oh man, Faria got Turney loose there. Cynthia Bright now catches up to them. Can she get past him? But there was definitely contact there between Faria and Turney. We all saw it. Jeez, that was close. Very, very close there. Sugimoto though, is out in front. The front 4 are clear. Kushida currently making up that 5th position, and then the Ferraris who are trying to hunt him down. But the main action right now, as is in modern F1, towards the rear of the field here, it's between Chanel Sheen, Bart Horston and German Mayer. Battling over 15th. Horston, can he look to the inside of Sheen? Can he get there? Bit of contact again. Nothing happens. Of course, the what is it? The only downfall to this game, as I mentioned earlier, is the fact that there is a slight problem with the damage model. It's not as realistic as it could be. For a game that was made in 2002, it's a very good game. Aldo Manipa now. Here he comes. Big move. Look at that. Trying to get past Cynthia Bright. Nathan Orman now puts down the fastest lap. Is he starting to find some pace in that McLaren? Aldo Manipa trying to get past Cynthia Bright. Can the Russian do it here? Into the turn. Can he outbrake the Lotus? He will. And up into 20th place goes Alex Aldo Manipa. Good move right there. From the 20. Faria in 19th. Then we have the rest of them here trying to battle it out. Horston, Sheen, Mayer and Turney. Oh, but in a stellar battle. Leighton House team having a good day, really. It is, yeah, the F1 equivalent of NR 2003. Leighton House having a good day. Lecture and Clarkson breaking onto the brink of the top 10. This is a good day for them. Tyler Bradley having a nice day, the best of the rest. Again, these 3 are quite tightly bunched, but not bunched. They're still powering out for a couple of minutes. Gee. These 3 are tightly bunched. Kushida, Kepler and Torres, but not close enough to make any sort of manoeuvre yet. This is your leader, Sugimoto. Ormond, it looks like Ormond is gaining. If I was to say off the bare eye, Nathan Ormond here might be gaining on to Sugimoto very slightly. He has 6 laps left still to make his move and go towards the front. Leighton House, didn't they buy up Tyrrell? No, Tyrrell's still going. There's the Tyrrell. Mayer and Law are in the Tyrrell for this year. Isaac Law and German Mayer. And then in the Leighton House team, Lecture and Clarkson. I think someone does buy out Tyrrell. But just not in the next few years. Oh, big contact! German Mayer up into the air and through the gravel. And off onto the grass goes the Tyrrell of German Mayer. Can he get back out on the track, or is he stuck in the gravel? Let's have a look at that one. That was a dramatic spin and a half. German Mayer trying to overtake Chanel Sheen right here. Just didn't get it. Gets it all wrong. Up onto the back, up into the air, and through the gravel. He will go. A wild ride. Yeah, there is mods for this game, Derek. So, and the marshals are currently waving off that car. Can he get back going again, or is that his race over? Nathan Ormond is cutting into the time of Taro Tsujimoto. Is Ormond going to have a dramatic win here? Mayer's going to get back on track, but he's going to be way off the running. He will finish in last. Oh, he's got issues as well. Is that, I don't know if that's spray or smoke coming from his engine, but that is his race done for certain. He probably won't catch up back up to the field now, and it's a shame that he will not be catching back up to them. Good battle here between the back, but what we're mainly focusing on is the battle for the lead, and can Nathan Ormond cut into Taro Tsujimoto's time? These are the front two. Tsujimoto in the Benetton, Ormond in the McLaren Honda, the ever competitive McLaren Honda. March, not Tyrrell. Thanks for correcting the slogan. What's the gap going to be like this time by? As they come through the turn. Ormond, can he break the speed barrier? He already did it once. He will. I think he's the fastest car out on track. Looks like spray. Yeah, I think so. You never know, though. The spray in the engine smoke do look similar, to be fair. We'll have to see what the gap is next time they cross the line. 5 laps are only remaining in this race, and it is Taro Tsujimoto with what could be a massive upset win in the first race of the year. Here they go, down the front stretch. What's the times going to look like? Jeremy Palin there in the background, currently in third. And he's opened up the gap again. Tsujimoto has extended his gap over the McLaren. So maybe it's not on here. Maybe Tsujimoto's improving his time. Roberto Faria is past Chanel Sheen. Aldo Manipa, can he get past the Minardi? Sheen might have damage, of course, from that crash with German Mayer a few laps ago. Manipa throws it to the inside, locks up the tyres. And he's going to go on the inside, side by side. Sheen and Manipa. Manipa's going to think better of it. Now he's under a pressure from Cynthia Bright. These two have already had a collision in this race already. What's going to happen this time? They stay safe for now and avoid all forms of contact. Sheen and Minardi, of course, Malden and Manipa in the Brabham, and Cynthia Bright running in the Lotus. Aldo Manipa has come back up the grid again. He spun out early, but now he is right there to the inside lane. Look at this from Aldo Manipa. What's going to happen here? Sheen locks up the tyres. Manipa to the inside. Can he complete the overtake? Or is he going to lose a spot now to Cynthia Bright? Cynthia Bright through into 19th for Manipa, who tried to get that spot, now is going to lose a spot to the Lotus Judd. On the inside again, Cynthia. What can she do? Nothing this time. These three having the best battle aren't on track currently, and it's all for 18th position, which respectively doesn't mean much right now. The final point spot is going to be decided between Kepler and Torres. Kepler might just hang on for that. Maloney miles ahead of in 8th, ahead of Isaac Law. Clarkson and Lecture up next, and Mariano Martinez, Tyler Bradley, Brad Lewis, Bart Horston, and the others. But this is the battle we're focusing on now. 4 laps remaining for Tsujimoto. And Cynthia Bright now locks up the tyres. She's off into the gravel. Cynthia Bright locks up the tyres, gets that corner all wrong. Now it's going to be stuck there. She's going to wait for Danny to go past and get going again. So Cynthia Bright is out of this equation. That slowed Aldo Manipa down, and now Chanel Sheen is in the clear again. There's a good bit of pressure there, but Bright got it all wrong, and into the gravel she goes. In fact, German Mayer could even catch her up here. So Mayer might not even finish last here. Wouldn't be good if... Nice punt. Did Bradley lose spots? Tyler Bradley currently is running in... He did. He must have. In 13th. So, mistake or somewhere. Or the Jordan just falling back later in the race. He was 9th at one point. You're correct, Bulin. So, Tyler Bradley has fallen back in his Jordan. Started off the day well, but that team's got time to improve over the year. New start team from Eddie Jordan. Currently running in 13th. Look how clear the 8 is, by the way, and in a land of his own, Zane Maloney in the Benetton. Of course, that's not enough really for any sort of points at the moment. The top 6 only get paid out. But Tsujimoto has a 2 second lead. No, it can't be 2 seconds over Ormond. But he's going to close off an emphatic and incredible victory. If he can hold on for 3 more laps. He has to go mistake free, remember. There's one mistake could be costly. Adam and Ipa then driving hard into the turn. Can't find anything else as of now. And all the drivers are quite evenly spaced out on track. It's all going to be about whether they make a mistake in the terms of if any positions are going to change as of now. 2 to go. And are we about to witness one of the most incredible upsets in recent F1 memory? Taro Tsujimoto, Taro as he's known in the Benetton garage, has shown fantastic pace all weekend. Qualified 4th, remember, in qualifying. And for this Benetton team, which was looking to be the best of the rest, they thought they might could sneak a few podiums, but a win beyond their wildest dreams. And Tsujimoto might just deliver that, putting his name in the spotlight as one of the most talented in the series time period, in one of the proven himself as one of the most talented and upcoming drivers on the circuit. Nathan Ormond currently runs 2nd. He's going to be there if Taro makes a mistake. But if he doesn't, the 20 car is going to win what will be an incredible upset, but brilliant for the sport of F1. Into the turn they will race for this time, the penultimate time. Tsujimoto, how big is the gap now? 2.4 seconds over Ormond. It is a fantastic victory. And, you know, the likes of McLaren and Williams and Ferrari, they're going to be looking at this driver and thinking this could be a potential prospect for the future. Has a new star been born today? He's got one more lap to make it round and hold on. He has to go mistake free. If he makes a mistake, the race is going away from him, and Nathan Ormond will be in there to pick up the pieces. The white flag is out for Taro Tsujimoto, the Japanese driver, who could be on his way to a fantastic upset for the Benetton Ford team. See the order running below. Adam and Ipa is now past Channel Sheen. But for this team, what a win this is going to be. It's going to give him a huge momentum going into the second weekend. He's had a masterful drive in the rain. It has been simply sensational from one of F1's up and coming and rising stars. He's extending the gap, continuing to extend the gap between Ormond. He's now only got halfway to go. He's through Sector 1. Sector 2 and Sector 3 are ahead to Tsujimoto. He can't push the car. He's just got to nurse it home from here. Down into Sector 2 he will go. This is just fantastic. Absolutely world class, I think is the only way to describe this driver's performance today. It's been a brilliant opening weekend to the 1990 season here in Australia and in Melbourne. And it's going to see one of the biggest upset winners in recent F1 history through the final turn. Benetton Ford with a sensational win. Taro Tsujimoto proves he's one of those up and coming drivers on the schedule, and off of turn 4. It's going to be a huge win for Taro Tsujimoto. He wins in Australia. Superb. Absolutely outstanding. Nathan Allman comes home in second. Third for Jeremy Palin. He'll be rounding off the podium today in the Williams. A 4 for Rob Hayes. He's going to score some points. Kepler gets 5th, so he's going to get some more points. And Kenta Kishida rounds off the final position to get the final points of the day. But this is an incredible win for the Benetton Ford team and Taro Tsujimoto. It's a world-class drive in the rain and one of the up-and-coming starts. So much emotions currently happening in the Benetton garage. It's a big win for this team. Jesus Christ, German Mayer has overtaken both. Turn 4, did I? Off the final turn. 2's to NASCAR, man. Oh, Martin Leclerc with a problem. Leclerc with a problem as he's just crossing the line. Is that a failure on that car? He got across the line in time. It's not going to matter. But Martin Leclerc had problems. Turney going to go across the line. Here's Roberto Faria in the Brabham. But he's a very, very emotional win for Tsujimoto. Alan Manip will come home in 18th, 19th for Chanel Sheen. German Mayer will come home 20th in the Tyrrell, not the performance he was looking for. And finally, off. Here come the two Lotuses. Cynthia and Danny. You got to feel for them. They've not had the best car all weekend. I mean, Lecture's still stuck on the front stretch, really. He crossed the line in time. But this is the real winner this weekend. Taro Tsujimoto is the winner. Congratulations to him and the Benetton team for this weekend. Take a picture so I can update the points. Points will be updated in a minute. Let's go through the full results. 3 seconds he won in the end. What a run from Taro Tsujimoto and the Benetton. And this is the final classified results for all the drivers here. And here we go. For the rest of the field, this is what it looks like. Martin Lecture didn't have the best. Benetton, I guess, yeah, with that win, that data is going to come into the team. What can they do? Here's the final standings for everyone. And what an opening to this year's F1 season. The 1990 season starting off with an absolute classic. Fantastic. What a game GP4 is, by the way. Absolutely superb game. Thank you all 7 people for tuning in. Thank you to Seb, Bulin, Ormond, Derek, Fitzy for tuning in, Logan as well. And thank you everyone for watching. Points will be updated very soon. What a fantastic game. Next time we go in F1, we'll be racing from France, the French Grand Prix. Thank you for watching. Fantastic start to the year. And yeah, this is awesome. Thank you guys very much. Bye bye.